I was so proud of myself. I was like, oh yeah, I made sure there are going to be no technical difficulties today. And I was technically right. It's just that I forgot to change the stream title and category from last week. So, oops. Um, anyway. Hello, Pedro. Hello, Sheehan. How are you doing? Hey, Fiddle Fiddle, Cat in the Diddle. That's inappropriate. Hey, Diddle Diddle, the Cat in the Fiddle. That's also inappropriate. Hi, Demonic. Twiddle Twiddle, the Bat in the Piddle. I'm gonna ban you all. How dare you? Okay, what should the stream title be? How about... I don't know. Ori and the Blind Forest. Not feeling very creative today. Ba-ba-ba. Yo! Thank you for another subscription, Sheehan. Don't ban me. It's my 7-month sub anniversary. 7 months! Nice. Thank you. Alright. Well, then you will be spared from the ad break that apparently starts in 29 seconds. I'll ban myself before you can. I didn't know you had a new job. That's awesome. I will be interested to hear more about that, either here or in a less public setting, but that's very cool. Let's get started. I'm dismayed to find that the Wordle bot has changed its mind about what the best starting word is. Stare is still the most common starting word. I think a lot of people defaulted back to it after plate because lately the Wordle bot has been like switching back and forth between clasp and place. Plate for life. I'm tempted to go back to stare because that was the one I came up with on my own, and if that many other people do it, it can't have been a terrible idea. So for now, I'll just do stare. Also, I recognize that it's a little smooth brain of me to be like, the bot used to say one thing and now it says another thing, so it must be unreliable. Like, I understand that as algorithms and information change, so too do conclusions. Um, but this is just a game and I want to be comfortable. You're a middle school orchestra director. That's amazing. Congratulations. That's awesome. I'm doing pretty well. I saw Fantastic Four First Steps yesterday with some friends. Um, I didn't like it, but that's not surprising. we, most of us went in knowing that we weren't going to like it, but it was a good time with friends. And uh, the two friends who were sitting next to me, um, were very happy that I went because toward the end, I just kind of melted down in my chair until I was just like my full torso was on the seat and just like my head was cracked up at like a 90-degree angle as the movie finished up. And that made it all worth it for them. Sometimes you just need to see a bad movie. I can't even necessarily say that Fantastic Four is a bad movie, because it is exactly what it's trying to be for exactly the people who want to see it. And that, in a way, makes it a good movie. Um, but I did not enjoy it. There were parts of it I really liked. There's one scene, I won't give any spoilers, but if you've seen the movie, there's one scene in Times Square with a lot of TV screens, and I thought that scene was really well done. Really well done. And then there were a few jokes that made me laugh unironically. And then I spent most of the rest of the movie trying not to laugh because nobody else in the theater was laughing, and I would have felt like an asshole. There was this one line. Um, there's one part where Mr. Fantastic says on national television, "The only difference between an egg and a planet is scale." And my biologist friend who was sitting next to me stifled her laughter for about 15 to 20 seconds straight, to the point where the people behind us started nervously laughing. Um, that was fun. Anyway, um, why isn't the Ori music playing? I have Ori running. Oh, it doesn't play when it's not a focused window. All right. The only difference between an egg and a planet is scale. Speaking of scale, I thought it was funny that there's a point where somebody, Mr. Fantastic again, has the line like, that planet was 13% bigger than Earth. Um, which is funny because there's a shot where you can see them in a spaceship in profile with the planet, and you can see the top and the bottom of the planet, and you can also see the ship. Is Galactus hot? I do think Galactus's design is very cool. I would not call him hot. No offense to Galactus, he does have very piercing eyes. But maybe I mean that literally. Um, it was fine. I've said to many of you before that for me to like a story, it has to be internally consistent, and if it's going to significantly deviate from the world we live in, I want um, precedent for that before it is crucial to the plot. And Marvel movies just don't have that. I mean, like a central uh, scene in the movie is one where like Susan Storm is talking to a crowd and like acknowledging their fears and placating them and get winning them over on her side. And I was talking about that scene with my friends afterwards, and my friends who enjoyed the movie, like we were split. Although none of us thought that the movie was literature and none of us thought the movie was dog shit. Um, we were split in our like personal opinions on it and like our personal experiences of it. So like my friends were saying, yeah, but like it takes place in sort of an altered version of Earth, and so sure, why not? We can say that the lore of this alternate world is that people are more amenable to reason and more sympathetic and empathetic. I'm like, sure, you could say that, but because that's never established in the lore, and because this is a central scene in the plot, that means that the scene is meaningless. Because ultimately, every story ever made has been for real humans that you know have real human thoughts. So if that big speech, which clearly like took people a long time to write and several drafts, she was going to have that huge speech to a big crowd of people, I assume that that speech should have value for real people. Because otherwise, it shouldn't be in a story for real people. So to me, having just a cliche, brain dead speech about serving platitudes, to have that actually have an impact on the people she's talking to, I just don't see a need for that to be a scene. You know? And my friends disagree, and it's fine if you disagree. But for me, when I hear or see or watch or am involved in a story in any way, I want everything to be for the audience's benefit in an intelligent way. And I recognize like the inherent hypocrisy here because most people watch Marvel movies not because they're high art, but because they're junk food. And I certainly have my junk food media. I would never claim that everything that I watch is good storytelling or high art. It's not. Are you kidding me? I watch anime, which does include high art, but it mostly doesn't. Um, so yeah. This isn't the current MCU world or whatever. It's its own thing. I think it's no, it's in the MCU, but it's a different leg of the multiverse. I don't know about piercing eyes, but hot eyes can also be destructive. True. Anyhow, fucking multiverse. I know, right? Actually, the incredibly minor spoiler. The very first thing you see on screen, okay, maybe not the very first thing. Very, very, very early in the movie, within the first few shots, you see a big caption that stays on screen for a long time that says Earth 828. That never comes up again. But it does establish that this is a parallel universe, apparently. It did. The whole movie did have like it. It seemed like it took place in the 50s and 60s, but still had Marvel sci-fi technology, and I thought that was actually a really cool setting. Um, to have that retro futuristic Jetsons ass aesthetic was kind of cool. Incredibly focused hot eyes can be destructive at a great distance. I think you're just talking about lasers now. What was I doing? Stare. Um. Hmm. No. Hmm. Hmm. Stare, stare, booger bear. What? I was at the beginning. I don't know what that means. Like, I was there. Do not quote the old magic to me. I was there when it was written, or whatever that quote is. Tempted to do floss, but the chances of this being a double S word are very low. Um. Hmm. Hmm. Lions. Bam. Ah, I know how to type. I was at the beginning. Hi, and Revenant. Earth 828 with no AD or BC implies Jesus was never crucified in the MCU. No, it was not a year. It was. I'm fairly certain that it was a moniker for the universe, for the version of Earth. And the more I think about it, the more I think that it was less for people who aren't involved in the MCU and more for people who are involved in the MCU and therefore are trying to figure out like how could this be the same city that Spider-Man saved, and they can be like because it's not. This is New York 828. And at the end of the credits actually they showed that 828 was the think it was like either the birth date or death date of somebody important to Marvel. I don't remember, but it was a reference to some important date in real life, important to Marvel. I was referring to laser eyes at the beginning, but I was at the beginning. Got it. Yeah, of course. Jesus was never crucified in the MCU. That's funny. Honestly, in the MCU, Jesus was probably a superhero. Glad that you also managed to come. Are you kidding? I would never miss a Jonathan Baruch stream. Ever. It's like a GUID number. Let's see. No, he was a carpenter? Oh, good point. Loss. Oh. Lousy. Oh, fuck me. Lousy. Boom! Let's play Ori and the Blind Forest. Okay, you actually have to be on screen though, Ori. You actually have to show up for class. Ugh. Ugh. The crux of it is the crux of it is that Christianity is like Animal Crossing with a religious crossover. What are you talking about? Hello, you beautiful, beautiful boy. Thanks, that's me. Unfortunately, today I can't follow the stream. That's okay. I'm going to play beach volleyball during the night. Oh, nice. It will hurt a lot. Oh, no. Elena says hello as well. Hello, Elena. But I don't know if she will be here. Have a nice stream. Thank you, I will. The Wordle was lousy. It sure was. Yes, go have a nice time indeed. I hope you get lots of good volley and lots of good beach and not lots of pain. Good job. Actually, I have 10 minutes. Alright, well, enjoy your time here and enjoy your time there. Don't break your bones in volleyball. Yeah, please don't. It's not worth it, trust me. Which of these was I actually using in our... It must have been this one, right? Yeah, because we had just gotten to the Forlorn Ruins. Better than gestural volleyball? I've really been enjoying Expedition 33 so far. There's a lot of really, really good stuff in it. The Gumon were crafty inventors. They had foreseen a bright future that never came. Look at this light vessel! They were able to store the light of the spirit tree within. No way. Oh, it's a frisky boy. A MacGuffin. PTSD moment, one of the worst times in in Expedition 33. It is not an easy minigame. Oh wait, how do I? Oh, that's right. Yeah, did it. This level is another one that I might do a video on one day. I'd like to, anyway. I think that not this part of the track, but pretty soon it's going to develop further. And what it becomes, I think, is... Oh, wrong way. No! I think that the music does a really good job of representing the sort of mind-bendy, gravity-defying nature of this this puzzle dungeon. Not really puzzle. Like, it's not a brain teaser, it's just... Well, for one, apparently it's difficult for me to remember which way is which. Because the joystick movement is relative to Ori's orientation. So like right now I'm pushing right and left on the joystick. This is right, this is left. So it can be confusing, but I've never really had that problem while playing offline. Again, I'm not as good when I game for you guys. It must be performance anxiety. Or maybe just my mind being in two places at once because I'm terrible at multitasking. I'm really terrible at multitasking. I can't believe how bad I am at multitasking. May not be a brain teaser, but it is a killer sometimes. Yeah. Oh! It may not... Oh, I already read that. Sorry, I'm distracted because Karina's talking about me in the other room. Quantum mind states are nothing to sneeze at. What? Oh, because multitasking. Got it. Okay, fuck me. Two. Pedro disagrees. Revenant. Are you guys gonna fight now? Not trash talking? No. Just teasing me about my sounds. Which is valid. How are the burbs? The burbs are good! The burbs are very healthy, and... Oh. Maybe I should make a checkpoint. The burbs are good and healthy, and not insistently annoying me. Although that is because we have made it physically impossible for the annoying one to persistently annoy me. It took us... I don't know, how long have I lived here now? I've lived here about 2 years. And it took us most of that time to find out how to get him to stop bothering me. And the ultimate answer was to put up... Oh wait, I have Bash. Duh. The ultimate answer was to put up sort of like a wire mesh barrier to the hall where the main room meets the bedrooms, because that way he is either in their bedroom, which is where they sleep, or he is in the main room, and either way he does not have access to my door, which is where he goes to piss me off to high heaven. I'm not afraid to admit that until we figured that out, it was not abnormal for me to daydream about his death. But I don't do that anymore. Now I can just dispassionately hate him from a distance. Like a mosquito net for burbs? Yes. Or like a mosquito net for burb, singular. The other one's fine. It's sad when daily pastimes have to go. Nobody likes a change in routine. I remember I actually told my psychiatrist at one point, I was like, now I have to hand it to Lima, he did teach me something. He taught me that it is possible for me to hate an animal. But again, I don't hate him anymore. Not because he got better, not because I learned to forgive, but because we have made it physically impossible for him to piss me off. And I know that sounds really brutal, but if you had a bird masturbating against your door every day for a year and a half, you might start to lose your mind too. Yeah, that sounds unpleasant. I didn't love it. Wait, what did you say the bird was doing? I just zoned in. He was masturbating against my door. Bird masturbation looks like, apparently the spot under their wings is an erogenous zone, so it just involves them, like, fluffing up against shit. Which would probably be fine on its own, but it also includes the ugliest bird vocalization I've ever heard in my life. It's absolutely unbearable. He does it in to the bathroom door when I shower too. So we also made it physically impossible for him to do that. Yeah, that sounds like birds. The bird was doing what some people do on the subway. Hi, Oscar. How you doing? We're just talking about bird masturbation. Oh, so when a bird does it, he just gets moved away, but when I do it... Yeah, unfortunately, the ability to reason, raises the standards for we humans. Please don't tell me that employees at Subway. Very normal topic for birds. Kinda. Birds are horny as fuck. Fuck. It is impossible to spay or neuter a bird because their bits are just too small. They're just too small. So you just gotta deal with their urges. Lima's working at a disadvantage because he's probably inbred. He's like actually the stupidest animal any of the three of us have ever met. One time I said, like, I mean, it's relative. It's not like he's stupider than an ant, and then Karina told me for like 5 minutes why he is indeed stupider than an ant. And I thought that was funny. Microbiologist hired to neuter a bird. I bet you could neuter an ostrich. Those are fucking big. Sorry, I didn't expect my discussion to turn to this. It's also kind of funny that it's coming up now, because, again, I haven't really thought about this in months. It really is shocking how dramatically my mental health improved just because there was no longer a bird masturbating against my door every day. Ants have kingdoms, they have queendoms, thank you very much. Peter was a pain in the ass. Once a month he was cute and cuddly. The rest he was unbearable. Loud screeches, bite marks, shit everywhere. I almost threw a party when Elena's sister took him into her new home, but she was so sad. Aww. Kind of reminds me of my dad and stepmom. My stepmom had a cat from before she met my dad. My dad's very allergic to cats and also just isn't really an animal person in general. So, like, when that cat did finally pass, because he was old, he had a really long, really good life. When the cat did finally pass, my stepmom agreed not to get another. And my dad tried to very gingerly, very humbly say, like, look, I understand that it hurts you to not have a cat in the house, and I just want you to know that, like, it does make a difference for me. I feel much better now. And she took that, of course, as like, you're telling me you're happy my cat died? And he's like, no, that's not what it is. And I feel for both of them in that situation. I think they were both quite reasonable in their emotional state there. Ostrich eggs are probably the biggest cells in the animal kingdom. I don't know. You think? I actually don't know that they are cells. Well, I mean, what the fuck am I saying? Like, a laid ostrich egg is definitely not a cell. That is many cells. An ostrich ovum? I don't know. I always assumed that all animal cells were approximately the same size, and that whales just had much more cells than we do. But I don't know, I'm not a biologist. Should ask my friends last night. It's okay, Jonathan, I only had this stream casted on the family TV. Well, that's your fault. When's the last time I had a G-rated stream? An ovum is single cells, yes. But when it's fertilized, yeah, it multiplies, yes. You know what? Sometimes you just gotta vent about masturbating birds. Sometimes you gotta. Is it unpleasant? Yes, but so is the reality of masturbating birds. Yeah, get fucked. But not by a bird. Hi, Chris! You missed me venting about Lima. More like venting about the ghost of Lima past. He's not as bad anymore, but not because he had a character arc, just because we got smart. Not smart enough to make that not happen to me, though. Okay. That's my fault. I love the cellos here. This is what I was talking about with... I feel like this part really captures the weirdness of this level. Oh, it's not actually a recent thing. I'm now allowing myself to vent in retrospect because it is no longer a problem, and therefore the venting is actually a purging of emotion rather than a temporary relief in an ongoing war. We have no idea why, but Lima has been obsessed with me since I moved in, and the only reason it's gotten less terrible is that we have made it impossible for him to be close to me when I don't want him to be. And trust me, that took a lot of creativity. We tried like 4 different methods before we landed on something that worked. Ori and the Blind Forest is pretty gangsta. E for everyone, T for teen, M for mature. Yeah, so there's the MPAA, which does US ratings for movies, and then there's the ESRB, which does ratings for video games, and then there's also, I don't know what organization does the TV ratings, but that's a third system. But yeah, we don't have no Peggy here. I hate this room. I'm not good at this room. Ah, see. Oh, I keep forgetting I need to make checkpoints in this game. Ah! Fuck, 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 fuck. See, that's multiple fucks. This is already an R-rated stream. Just from that alone. Oh, okay. Alright, sure. That works too. Ah. Shut up. Yeah. That's what I'm talking about. My web fishing spouse is a bird. I think our goals about what's fucking who are misaligned. Fair enough. Took me a while to remember that web fishing is a game and not a crime. That room's actually not hard, I'm just bad at it. I can never remember what the correct way to go about it is. Oh, fuck me. Ow. Oh. Okay. Ah! I didn't see until too late that there are spikes on the right side of that block. Uh-oh. Slipped on a banana peel. That would be web fishing, yeah. Yeah, I messed up. Messed up. Messed up. What happened there? I don't know what we're talking about, sorry. I probably made some sort of stupid mistake and then died. I imagine that's what we're talking about. I don't remember how to do this. Is it like this? No. Also not like that. Also not like that. Fuck. I can never remember how to do this part. I don't think I even did it right last time. I think I just cheesed it. Okay, that works. That works. No! Pretty sure I was supposed to find that fragment by now. Maybe not. Seems like I've been everywhere. Oh, is it right there? Is it in that nook right there? It probably is. How badly do I want... Not badly enough. We're just gonna not get the map for this place. That's okay. Mr. Jonathan, as an American, what do you think your national food is? Hamburger is from Germany, though. Very good point. Hamburger as we know it is from America. I guess that's true. What is our national food? What is our national food? What is our national food? Maybe the French fry? Those aren't French, are they? I know it's called a French fry, but... Those aren't French, right? Are they? French fries are Belgium? Oh. Hamburger steak is the German origin. America just put it in bread. Maybe our national food is bread. No, it's not. McDonald's started in America? Yeah. I don't know. I can't say that the US has really invented any dishes. We've done a lot of modifications and fusions, which I don't think is... I don't think that goes without saying. Like, I do think that there is creativity and culture in that, but... As in terms of making something out of nothing, I don't think America's ever done that. Which is funny because it's what our hustle culture demands we do every day of every day. Make something out of nothing. Pull yourself up by your bootstraps. Oh, but actually we're just taking all of the work of poor and marginalized people and passing it off as our own and pretending that we earned it. I'm not bitter. What do you mean unsafe zone? Those lasers can't hit me here. I'm a god. Sometimes gods die. We have nothing of our own, we stole everything. That's right. And the best part is, we won't admit it. Oh dear, oh dear. Oh. Work hard and be a millionaire. Because it definitely works that way, for sure. Going from poor to rich has nothing to do with exploiting your fellow man, and everything to do with working hard and being smart. It would be nice if more people would admit that every rich person stands on top of many, 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 many poor people. So to be like, yeah, I'm rich because I'm smart and hardworking is just like inherently disingenuous, because the only reason you're able to get away with what you do as a rich person is that you subjugate people less fortunate than you. And I don't know how that makes you smart or better. That just makes you dependent on people who work harder than you. It's parasitic! In a very literal way. I think it's fun that Danish pastries are referred to as wiener bread in Denmark, while in Austria they refer to it as a Danish. We just call them Danishes in America too. Sorry, in the US too. Hardly anything is ever purely a one-country dish. Absolutely true, yes. But I do think most countries have at least a few dishes that are very clearly like, nope, this is of our people. We were the first to do this. And like, yes, there are some American foods that technically fall into that description too, but none of them are healthy. Like, usually American foods are the result of capitalism and new processing techniques rather than, we think this will taste good and be good for people. And so I feel like it's different. I feel like if you invent a dish as a commercial product, as opposed to a way to serve your, like, keep your family fed and happy, it falls into a different category of invention. I don't know enough about Native American cuisine, but that's probably the closest thing to modern Americans have to national food. Yeah, probably. I don't know anything about Native American cuisine either. U.S. culinary tradition is like British Empire's archaeology, very much so. It all comes down to luck and exploitation. Yeah. You could be rich because of being smart and hardworking. It's just that anybody who phrases it that way is definitely not honest about the entire situation. Yeah. I really have a lot of respect for people who admit to their good fortune and stuff like that. I think Jane Fonda is the person that Karina often cites as being really respectful about their nepotism. It's like, oh yeah, I work hard and I believe I'm good at what I do, but there's no way I would have gotten this far in the way that I did without having, you know, like very powerful family members. And that's what people really don't understand when you hear people say, like, it's not nepotism, I worked hard for what I have. Yeah, of course you worked hard for what you have. Everybody's worked hard for what they have. Almost everybody. In some way or another. But you have to admit that if you're Steven Spielberg's daughter, you have some opportunities that other people don't. It doesn't discredit your hard work, but it means your hard work went further, and if you don't admit that, it's because you're actually scared that you aren't a hard worker. Ah! Ah! Fuck! That was a sound, Jonathan. We call them Danish pastries here too, but I will not be calling them that anymore, because you can call them, what was it, wiener bread? Like, I was very amused to find, I think it was during one of our Discord Wordle sessions, that suede, as in the material, is actually just a bastardization of the French word for Swedish, because the French call it the material for making Swedish gloves, because that is the origin of suede. So, suede, as an English word, is imported from French people talking about Swedish gloves, and it's only the part of that phrase that is about Sweden and not the gloves. So it's essentially a French word for something that it isn't. Who invented baking? Probably Sumer 6,000 years ago. I don't know who invented baking, but I love them for it. Probably 6,000 BCE, maybe. Ah! Fuck! I hate this room. The worst part is, this isn't even necessary. I am willingly imposing this upon myself. Fuck. This is a completely optional area. Why did I do that? Okay, I'm alive. Double fried Oreo is super American. I guess. I guess I can't argue with that. Did it. I'm very distressed that I don't have enough energy to make a soul link here. Please? Oh god. That's it? That's it? That's it? Is that it? All of that for a little bit of speed? Oh, okay, that makes more sense. That makes more sense. Now it's worth. Now what? Oh, not that. Uh-oh. Ah. There's not a shortcut out of here, is there? That would be too convenient. None of the billionaires are smart and hardworking. A couple millionaires likely classify under that with much more legitimacy, but the majority still aren't. I think that's correct. What did Spielberg's daughter do now? Nothing in particular I'm aware of, just unless something has changed since I last heard about this. She is convinced that she got where she is entirely by hard work and talent. And that's just objectively not true. And anybody who thinks about it for 2 seconds can see that. But I don't know, maybe she's just too insecure to admit that she had help because she's that insecure about what she's capable of on her own. I don't know what it is about her psyche that I don't know why I'm alive. What it is about her psyche that forbids her from acknowledging that she had help, but she can't acknowledge that she had help, and that's sad. Uh-oh. Etymology can be really funny sometimes. It sure can. It is made by leatherworking, popularized by Sweden, so it has some nominal merit. Yes, it does. Talent? What does she do? I don't remember. Something in showbiz. Fuck. What do I do? What do I do? The worst part is, I know I've done this before, because I've 100%ed the game. So I don't know, How did I do this last time? What is there to do from here? Am I forgetting an ability? Lightburst and Dash are from the definitive edition only, so they're never required. Not Wall Jump, it's not Charge Flame, it's not Double Jump, it's not Bash, it's not Stomp, it's not Crow's Feather, it's not Climb. I don't know what I'm supposed to do. Actually, it might be Climb. See what happens if I utilize Climb. Oh, it's Climb. Hehe. God, I could do some of this stuff. Oh, Whoa, whoa, whoa. Ah. Ah! Eh. Perfect. First try. Ah! Oh no. No, no, no! Would love to have a Jonathan soundboard. I'm not gonna make it, but I won't forbid anybody else from doing it. Beep. That, what we call a precision landing. That was close! I lack the knowledge and motivation to make one. Same. The element of winds lies before us, stored in the heart of this place. These ruins are all that is left of the Gumon, reminding us of their fate. Losing the ones that he loved, Gumo is the last of his kind. Ori, we shall bring back the light. For Nibel in the memory of the Gumon, let us restore the element of wind. And then they did that thing. I hope you guys are ready to watch me die a lot. Because I'm gonna. Moved by their words, he decided to act. We're used to seeing you die a lot, so it's cool. Yeah, that's true. Ah! See? Bad start. This is the second boss fight of Ori and the Blind Forest. Okay. At least the music's good. Fuck me, fuck me, fuck me, fuck me, fuck me, fuck me, fuck me. This ain't no Jump King. No, it's a Float King. I never died in Jump King. I never once died in Jump King. I'm proud of that. The joke here is that you can't die in Jump King. Ow! That was close to the end. I just didn't see the warning beam in time. Out. Yeah! That took me fewer tries than usual. Hooray, hooray, huzzah! Huzzah, hooray! Kid-friendly stream, Jonathan. Is it? Are any of mine? I've recently been lamenting what happened with Final Fantasy Versus 13. Valid. Didn't know the scope of what they were trying to do until now. Oh, maybe I don't know the scope either. I just know that I looked forward to it for 10 years and then hated 15. Been scouring across W Place, mostly around the waters of France. And I've seen a lot of Ori's fishing in lakes. Am I having a stroke? I don't know what a single clause of that sentence means. I know this is a very sad cutscene, but the animation's really funny looking to me. Wow, the tree's a dick. It killed baby owls just to get Ori back. How mean. Nomura wanted a trilogy out of it, and I never knew that before. Oh, fuck. Whoops. How exactly? Can Ori learn memories by touching stuff? That's a pretty cool power that never comes up again. Oh no, she mad. There's a little bit of beef between Kuro and Ori. I love this track. Short-lived, but we'll hear more of it later in the game. W Place is like our place. One giant canvas, people draw pixel art. Oh! But this time it's the planet Earth instead of a pitch white. Got it! Okay, and people are making Ori fishing? That's funny. Nomura's plan was to make the Crystal Trilogy, Final Fantasy 13, Final Fantasy Versus 13, and something else. Yeah, wasn't it, like Type 0 or Anima or something? Something like that. They were all supposed to relate to each other in a grand scheme with Etros. I did actually know that, yeah. Ori fishing in lakes and rivers, and I think a few on the coastline in France. That's especially funny because there are no fishing mechanics in either Ori game. Final Fantasy 15 could have been amazing. I get so sad about it. Same. I tried so hard to like that game. I really tried hard to like that game. And I know that some people do, and that's great. I'm not saying that they shouldn't, but I fucking hated 15. Like, from its very basics, that game doesn't work for me. Like, the combat's kind of interesting, but it feels like you can just spam the B button and win. And the story's kind of interesting, but no, it's not. And the exploration's kind of interesting, but you have to choose between going too slow on foot and getting a lot of items, or going by car and getting no items. Or going by Chocobo and getting no items. Even still, I don't think it's as bad as you have just made it out to be. That's fair. I really hated 15. And I really loved what Versus 13 was advertised to be. We barely escaped from her clutches this time. It's clear now why she hunts us. Kuro is just protecting her child. But remember, Ori, the element of warmth is the last to ignite. The sunstone we seek high atop Sorrow Pass. We must ride the winds, for they will show us the path. Just something weird about the rhythm with which Sane speaks. Or Sign. I love Final Fantasy 15, but I really can't blame the people who followed Versus 13 through its lifespan. So much was lost. Yeah, like, again, I don't think that Final Fantasy 15 is actually a bad game. It's just that the circumstances around it make me really bitter toward it. I'm glad Square Enix could make up for it by making the best game of this generation and perhaps of all time, Final Fantasy 16. I can't tell if that's sarcasm or not, because I've heard many different things about Final Fantasy 16, and I myself have not played it yet. But mostly I hear positive things about 16. Stella over Luna? I don't know what that is, actually. Luna Freya having no screen time is one of the biggest problems, too. Ah, that sounds vaguely familiar. Nobody else likes it, but that is my genuine opinion. I really do want to play 16. The only reason I haven't is it's expensive. I also still haven't played the 7 remakes, but I hear good stuff about those. I want to like Final Fantasy 16. I don't have any expectations about it either, so it's not really possible for me to be disappointed. Although there are many Final Fantasy games I really like a lot, I can't say that any of the ones that I have finished have been literature. So my expectations for the story of various Final Fantasy games is not high. The only Final Fantasy I have high story expectations for is 14. Obviously, accepting Realm Reborn. But unfortunately, Realm Reborn is the only part of 14 I've played so far. Which I don't mind. I think Final Fantasy XIV's gameplay is really tight. I like it a lot. So I don't mind going through Final Fantasy XIV, A Realm Reborn. The only reason I stopped is because where I lived previously, I was having enough bugs in my internet connectivity that packet loss was making the game literally unplayable for me. It would disconnect me at random, unpredictably, for like an hour at a time. So I stopped paying for it, and now I can't play it because I don't pay for it, and now I can't play it because I don't have money. But I do like it. I think Final Fantasy XIV is excellent. I feel like 16 was mostly received fairly well. That's what I hear. I know some people disliked it, though. Yes, I heard that, too. I'm a massive 16 fan, though, even planning on getting a tattoo for it in the future. Nice! 16 had a severe disconnect as to how they managed pacing in the story, and Jill would have had a much more explored arc. Backstory was good, but they did almost nothing with it. Ah. Jill's arc is bare minimum, but still disappointing. Started 14 the other week. Nice! I hope you like it. Don't expect anything from the story for a while. I don't think that the story is awful in A Realm Reborn, but a lot of things are. And a lot of the quest design leaves a lot to be desired. The infamous part of A Realm Reborn's quest is There is a part where it is mandatory for you to go on various legs of fetch quests delivering wine to people you don't know. And it's just, it blows my mind that in order to save the world and get to the good story content, you must do what feels like a bad side quest about wine. Actually, I made a reference to that in one of my videos, didn't I? Was that the Fleeting Words video? Maybe not. No. What was that? I was talking about quest design. Oh. I need to stop being bad. Is there something in the settings that makes you turn off being bad? There should be. That should be part of accessibility options. Ow. I can't get that yet. Where am I going? No, this is correct. My sister was hating A Realm Reborn. Again, I think the gameplay in 14 is really fun from the very beginning, but there are obvious problems with it. Like, did you know that the reason the reason the chocobo, like the reason you can have inventory stored in your chocobo, is that as the game got bigger, they needed to add more inventory slots, but the base game had been coded so insanely poorly that it was impossible to make more inventory slots without making extensive changes to the way the game works. Same is true with housing. The reason there is a housing crisis in a video game... The reason there is a housing crisis in a video game is that it was coded so poorly that they cannot make more housing without, like, really significantly deconstructing what is already live. As far as I know, the original director for Final Fantasy XIV is the only director to ever be fired from Square Enix. Where is he now? I don't care. Ow. Important news! Oh wait. So far it feels mostly like padding with tiny bits of story in between. Yeah. Important news, my browser thinks I should know how to tie a square knot. Well, do you know how to tie a square knot? Like the one thing I remember from Boy Scouts. Oh no. Oh no. What is it like to not be bad at video games? I suspect I'm clear as day in this already, but I really liked Jill's character and just wanted to see more of her journey. Yeah. Ow. Ow. "14 having a housing crisis" sounds so immersive. Once Yoshi P took over, I'm sure many of you know this, the game actually started doing so well that they had to start putting up wait lists for new accounts because their servers just could not handle the traffic. I don't know how to get that. Oh, I don't know how to get that spirit light without taking damage. So I won't, apparently. Maybe like that? There we go. Oh, fuck me! Can't do anything right. Can't do anything right! Ow. At least there's a housing crisis in a video game and not in real life. Am I right? Am I right? Am I right? Ha 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 ha! Jonathan was a Boy Scout? Technically. I think I made it to first class? Second class? First class? First class. Second class? Stupid class. I definitely had some good experiences through Boy Scouts, but mostly I feel like it was not made for me. Shocking, I know. I wouldn't know what it's like to not be bad. I wouldn't know what it's like to not be bad at games. Same. My one saving grace is Metroid Dread. I don't know why I'm good at that game, I just happen to be. I've almost certainly told this story on stream before, but I remember a few years back, I mentioned to my dad that I'm not good at video games. He was like, what are you talking about? You've been playing them your whole life. And I'm like, yeah. Yeah, I have, Dad, thanks. Where do I think I'm going? Why have I been trying so hard this whole time to go down when the place I'm supposed to go is up? Riddle me that, Batman. There's a queue almost every time I log on to Final Fantasy 14. Yeah, it's usually not bad to get on. Ow. Owie. Ow. Ow. Ow! I got owed to death. Shut up. Leave me alone. Stop it. Stop. 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 Thank you. One musical complaint about 16. You know, the lead flute instrument playing a lot in the wilds around the time you arrive at Sid's hideout in the wine country? Well, obviously I don't. That note sounded so out of tune with the rest of the orchestra that I cringed every time. Oh! Whoa! Whoa! I fell. Aren't you glad for my real-time commentary? Otherwise you wouldn't know that I fell. Oh hey, a map. Oh no! My hubris. I was so sure I could get out of that area without making another checkpoint. Ah! Dying is such sweet sorrow, except for the sweet part. Has 16 already been out for 2 years? God damn, I'm behind. Oh, fuck me. God damn it. I hit the wrong button to reuse the thing. Just wasted more energy. Ow. Good job, me. Thank you, me. I don't know why I decided to play this game on hard mode on stream. It's not like dying 70,000 times on hard mode is more impressive than dying 20,000 times on easy mode. Oh. How many times have I died? 267. I wonder what my lowest ever is for a hard mode playthrough. Probably close to that. And I'm only 2/3 of the way through the game. Whoops. Ow. Woo! Ah! There we are. Ah! That was close. Oh, I still need 2 more keys. Whoa! Fuck me. Ah. I feel like Final Fantasy Platinums can be such a wide range. Even like in the 13 trilogy, the first game is ridiculously hard to platinum, and the third one is actually very reasonable.
Wow!
That's a good sound, right? I should make that more. Wouldn't it be cool if I hit R1 there instead of just letting myself die? I think that would have been neat. Like that, you know? I wish Spirit Flame did more damage. Oh well. What's 16 on Final Fantasy mode? So close to getting that plat for 16. Just have to beat the bosses on the New Game Plus mode and I'm done. Nice. Oh wait, that's a thing I can hit with a thing. Fuck. Oh my god, I haven't made a checkpoint since back here. Shit. God damn. I'm not good at making checkpoints. Part of it is that I forget. Part of it is that I'm overly thrifty. Because I'll be like, well, I don't need to spend energy on another checkpoint, because I can just be good. As if that's ever been a thing. Bye, Pedro. Thanks for coming. Have fun and don't be kind to others. Whoa! This guy is such a rebel. Okay, bye. Platinum for 16 seems reasonable. That's nice. Ow! I was about to make a checkpoint. That's annoying. Just like this voice. I'm getting tilted. I don't think I've ever been tilted by Ori and the Blind Forest before, but I'm getting there. Why did I choose to play this on hard mode? I'll never know. I already have the achievement for it. I have every achievement in the game except for playing the game without dying, and I'm obviously not getting that on this playthrough. I don't know what I was trying to do with this. I have not platinumed either Nier game. I'm probably never going to platinum Replicant. I just don't have the patience for the farm simulator. It also really pisses me off that the gardening mechanic has the only real-time block in the entire game, and you are never told. You're never told. You're never told. They don't tell you. The telling of you doesn't happen. And I'm just like, yeah, obscure mechanics and real-time waiting and basically a gacha system. No thanks, I don't have the patience. Not even for a plat. That was terrifying. Barely engaged with the farming mechanic. I think most do, but you have to get the... Oh, why do I always blank on the name of it? That flower. Why do I always blank on the name of that flower? Huh. You do have to get at that, though. I'm gonna need to come back for that. Fuck. Lunar Tier, yes, thank you. Fuck. I keep wanting to call it Silent Princess, but that's from Breath of the Wild. Oop, that is not the right button. Jonathan, stop pressing the wrong button. Fuck me. I'm pushing the button that Bash is mapped to in Will of the Wisps. This is what's happening. Oh. Yeah. Whoa. My foot's falling asleep. Wish my foot wish my footin' would fall asleep. Wouldn't. I'm okay. Probably. I don't smell burning toast. Try avoid giving yourself a stroke. Okie dokie, you got it. Fuck, that was really close. Fuck, that was even closer. Also, I was going the wrong way, I just remembered. I imagine speedruns of this game are really fun to watch. Probably. I think once you're like really proficient at controlling Ori, it just feels really good. I have had periods in my life where I feel like I'm proficient at Ori. I'm not in one currently. That actually felt like input delay, to be totally honest with you. Probably wasn't, but it felt like it. Oh, god damn it. Why'd I have to scratch my nose at just that moment? I wish I could... I was about to say, I wish I could do this without making a checkpoint in between, because that would feel really cool, but I know I can't. And I was right, because I couldn't even finish that sentence without dying. Twice, in fact. You can give yourself just a tiny stroke, just a small one as a treat. I feel indulgent today. God damn it. God damn it. God damn it. Okay, what's trying like? What if I tried? Not much better. Cool. I've never struggled with this part this much. The performance anxiety. I swear this never happens. Haven't seen me go 100% yet. I don't really know what that means, but yeah, sure, yeah, you haven't. Definitely not. Probably, I guess, maybe. Ow. Can I get anything for 2 points? No, looks like. Do I still not have Split Flame? Well, at this point it's not even going to be helpful. I didn't realize how difficult it is to get through the ability tree on hard mode. Like, by the time you have enough ability points to get to this part of the teal tree, it's not even useful anymore. That has got to be my next priority. Because ability cells are what let you get the rest of these. Although, at this rate, I'm going to complete the game before I get that. So, it doesn't really matter. Nothing really matters. Anyone can see. Another sacrifice for Nibel! Near flew through the air. She soared through the sky. Her world knew no bounds until the forest turned blind, which doesn't rhyme. Oh, I didn't actually get the ability, did I? Just in time for the stream. That's right, Fleta. Welcome. Welcome to the beginning of stream. Shoot me! Please, quickly! Uh-oh. Uh-oh. It happens. But not to me! Just kidding, it does. It did. Because it will. I'll let him live, because I'm nice. And because I don't think I will survive killing them. But mostly because I'm nice. This track is so epic. Oh fuck. I'm actually not sure what happened there. You did not join at the end, it's true. How are you, Fleta? I feel like we haven't gotten to talk much. Oop. Keep hitting the button that isn't bash. I keep doing that. Yeah! 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 What is happening? I genuinely don't know what's happening there. Twice now, Ori has done something that I'm pretty sure I haven't told him to do via controller. And I'm just really confused. You should obviously stream with a schedule more convenient for Fleta. Yes, I think that's probably, definitely true. A moral imperative, if you will. Like, there, I don't understand why he's leaving the wall. I'm not letting go of the climb button. Okay, apparently... Oh, you can only see your chats? Huh. Refresh the page, maybe? Your musical knowledge doesn't hold much weight at all? I bet that's not true. Although it's true, and Revenant does know quite a bit about music. What is happening?! I cannot think of another surface in the entire game where the climb function behaves like this. Oh, it's because there's like a little tiny lip. Oh my god. That is so obnoxious, and I can't believe it never came up in a previous playthrough. Oh well. Oh. Oh, all right. Yeesh. Never had so much problem with that section before. Ah! I suddenly don't know how to do anything, and it's making me sad. Maybe I really am just, like, am I just weirdly nervous to be streaming today? Let me see if I can just relax. Play like nobody's watching. Better. Listen to Repose from Near Replicant. Any chance of a video on that? Maybe? Probably not. I do like Repose, but I don't have a lot to say about it, I don't think. Can't wait for more rhymes that aren't rhymes. No wonder Kuro is avoiding this place. The sunstone still radiates the light that she fears. Seriously? Nothing? No weird rhymes? This is the part of the game that makes maybe the least sense. Oh, it makes sense to you? Okay, great. Good for him. We're never shown before or after that the Gumon orb can be used to heal. We're also never shown another instance of the Gumon orb being completely consumed. It's never explained why Gumon would do that for Ori and none of the other Gumon. It still doesn't make sense why all of these other Spirit Tree spirits were sent out to die to get just Ori back. Nothing in this game's story makes any sense at all. But I love it anyway. The game, not the story. We did a lot of up in this area, didn't we? Fuck. That's for the best, because... Isn't there, like, an ability orb around here that I can get now? Over there? Oh, that's just light. Oh, there was something over there. Whatever, it's far. I don't want to do it anymore. I changed my mind. Makes sense that you would struggle so much with the game. What, because the story doesn't make sense? Sure. Hello, Accord! Welcome! Oh. Yeah. Boing. 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 Yeah. My days in Drakengard fare well, so do they in near and here, and anywhere else you might find me. Just keep your eyes open and you might catch a glimpse of me. How cryptic. For all I know, there might be a thought-out meaning in the game's story. I can't imagine that's the case, truly. I've played this game like 5 times. I don't think the story is good. The intro sequence is good. Good enough that I might even already be writing a video about it. No, the story's not good. Soken, I don't know that name off the top of my head, actually. You read that really well? Thank you. Happy to be of service. Oh, my neck. I do not know the music from 16 yet. I don't want to, I try to play games before I listen to their OSTs. Just because OSTs were written to be, oh, fuck me. I'm just gonna go back and heal. Just because OSTs are written specifically to be a part of something else, I always like my first experience of them to be as the director intends. And I just haven't played 16 yet, but I am looking forward to hearing that music. Oh. Oh well. I'm clearly not focused this morning. Or I guess it's afternoon now. Played Ori once, but couldn't finish the last level. Because I was too busy clearing my eyes of tears, couldn't see shit from crying, so even if I couldn't see, the story resonated with me a lot. Well, that's actually what the video is partly about. Is that I have wept on stream from the intro sequence of this game. I am not in the right place. So obviously it has a strong effect on me. But it's not because it's well written. Frankly, the introduction is It's not bad, but there's nothing special about it in terms of the story planning. It's all execution. What I'm trying to say is the story in this game is very artful, but not because of the writing. You didn't weep all the way through then? I did not cry once after the opening. I don't know, for me, once you bring death reversal into a story, it loses all meaning to me. The entire point of putting death into a story is to cause characters to suffer loss. So if you tell me that the thing that we associate with, like, the reason we grieve death is because people don't come back. So, therefore, if you put death in a story, it is to make you feel for the characters because of their own pain that a character won't be coming back. So if you take away that consequence from death, you take away all consequence from death. And at that point, I'm just feeling stuff because you're telling me to. And that's not art anymore. And I understand that that's not how everybody experiences it. I wish that's not how I experienced it, frankly, because there are a lot of stories out there that reverse death, and so I really struggle to connect with any of them, but that's just how I am. If you tell me death doesn't matter, then I will never care if a character dies. And if you expect me to, then I have less respect for the story. I hate revivals or fake out deaths. I know I'm not, like, alone in this. There are definitely other people who get very annoyed by it. But yeah, I'm like, the entire point of putting death in a story is to make us sad about loss. So if you take away the loss associated with death, death isn't sad anymore. So why should I care? Consequence or no, a revival can be beautiful. I'm glad that is true for you. I don't mean to say that all death reversals in fiction are bad, because I don't believe that. If you put enough foreshadowing and rules down that I understand in the fictional world what the from context, I understand what a death signifies, and the storytelling is honest and transparent in what it expects me to think about that, that's all fine. I'm actually, like, if I ever write a novel, I'd like to, I have an idea for one, the premise of it is about death reversal. So I'm not at all saying that you can't ever turn back the clock on death in fiction. But in Ori and the Blind Forest, it's just like, and then they did magic and she was alive again. And I'm like, okay, fuck you all the way to hell. Absolutely go fuck yourself. That's not storytelling, that's just making shit up on the fly. Children can do that. I disagree. I liked Mob Psycho more after the second Ritsu death fake out. That's true, I remember that about you. Why do I keep getting lost? Oh, because I'm not going far enough east. That's why. Oh. Oh. Oh wait, there it is. There's the thing. Oh, can't do it from here though. Yeah! I'm the best. Oh, fuck. Bye, Accord. Thanks for coming. Revivals can be beautiful because they keep the myth of naive hopefulness alive. I see that. Not for me, though. I see stories as a way to better understand and deal with life. So if all logic and reality is off the table, then I just don't want to hear the story. It's the same as I was talking about earlier with, like, how when my friends saw the Fantastic Four, some of them were, like, totally okay with Susan Storm giving, like, this kind of this shoehorned speech about, like, love and family, and everyone was like, "Ah, yeah, you're right. I'm not mad at you anymore." And my friends were like, "Well, I wish the world was like that, so I'm okay with the story being like that." And I'm like, I don't feel that way. Again, like, I recognize this is a matter of personal opinion. I'm not saying, like, this is bad and you should dislike it. I'm always a proponent of liking things. Unless, you know, it's like, if you tell me you like J.K. Rowling, we're gonna have a problem. But, you tell me you like Harry Potter, that's fine. Where was I? But yeah, like, for me, I don't want to hear stories about how people aren't. I want to hear stories about how people are. And I actually do really love fantasy and sci-fi, but only when they follow their own rules. And Ori doesn't follow any rules, it just makes shit up. Same with Kingdom Hearts. Ow. I agree, I appreciate the difference in perspectives. I do too. I just like talking. I'm just like blindly mashing X while I look at chat. In the sense that if death reversal is technically possible but very hard to achieve, that can either help keep the naive hopefulness alive, or it can be a reprieve for a character who has already seen so much loss. Yes, I agree. I agree. If you set up in advance that death can be for me, the order of operations matters. If you kill a character and then tell me that they can be brought back, that's going to annoy me even if it's difficult. Just because I'm like, okay, well then you killed the character under false pretenses to get a reaction out of me that didn't represent the actual situation. Like how, like in the end of Kingdom Hearts 3, spoiler alert, there's a part where Xehanort just kills Kairi right in front of everybody, and immediately someone says something like, "No, it's okay, I can still feel her presence, she's not gone." And I'm like, then why the fuck is this part of the story? You just did that to upset people, and you're not even going to give them a reason to be upset. Fuck you. Bad storytelling. But if you, like, foreshadow that this is a world where death can be reversed, not that Kingdom Hearts needs to do that, because no one has died in Kingdom Hearts ever. Like, if you set that up in advance, then I already know that if a character dies, it's not inherently the end, and therefore I can adjust my emotional response appropriately. But it's like, there's a character death in Code Geass that's really tragic, and it was completely ruined for me because there had already been so many death fakeouts in the show that I just assumed the character had plot armor, and I didn't realize they were dead until long after they had died. And so I completely missed my chance to mourn the character's death as it was relevant. For me, I'm just not satisfied emoting in response to a story because of assumptions I have based on my own lived experience. I only care what it means in the reality of that world. Now I feel like I'm contradicting myself a little bit, because I also said that I don't want to hear a story about like Susan Storm getting people to feel better in a way that people don't actually feel better. But that's because, again, it felt like that speech was for the benefit of the audience, and also there had been no indication that people work differently in that universe. So instead it just strikes me as pandering and empty, as opposed to a lore choice. I'm sorry if I'm getting like overly dour or analytical about this. I really don't mean most of this. Like, part of this is me venting, because I do get frustrated by media a lot. But mostly I'm just trying to show my work, in a way. Because I know that I sometimes have unpopular opinions, and I just like to explain where I'm coming from, because I think that's interesting discourse. I know that when people have opinions that I don't agree with, I want to know more about the difference between our experiences. I guess I'm just doing my part of that. Let me scroll up in chat, because I've been talking to myself for a while. I grew up with Harry Potter, and I just dislike it more the older I get. I remember a friend of mine said Snape isn't a well-written character, and I was like, hold on, wait, I don't understand. I think there's a lot to like about Snape. He's not a good person, but I think there's cool stuff about him. And they explained to me why Snape is not a well-written character, and to be honest, I don't remember what they said, but I remember agreeing with them, and I was like, shit, alright, good point. Harry Potter's not well-written, but it's got a lot of cool story beats. For me, in my experience. Where were we? If I had £2 for every time I listened to a Jonathan Baruch stream while cooking lasagna, I'd have £2, which is only enough to get some chocolate, but it's funny that it's happened twice. It's only happened once. Right? I don't get the math there. I'll admit part of it is because of J.K. Rowling. That makes sense. I mean, when you realize that the author is a piece of shit, you start looking at their work more critically and you start finding flaws. The only thing I know about Goofy is that he gets hit with a rock and dies, and if I play it and that doesn't actually kill Goofy, I will be very mad. You saw me play Kingdom Hearts 3, right? You know Goofy's in it, right? I don't appreciate how people aren't. I only appreciate how stories about people are, you say. Reminds me of a recurring quote that explores a bit of the nuance here. In a world of cruelty, kindness is the new punk rock. Yes! Which character was this again? Which one? What are we talking about? Oh, in Code Geass? I don't want to say in case there are people watching who haven't seen the show and want to, because it is a major spoiler. Sorry. I don't know how to give a hint that wouldn't be a spoiler. You have your own kind of naivete that you choose to cling to, and which I agree with and support. I don't know if I would call it naivete. I don't know what I would call it, but I don't know if I'd call it naivete. You did the nth ring. I did the math wrong. Okay, alright, cool. Yeah, we're on the same page then. Nibel's source of warmth, all its glory has burned. Let's be careful. Many of those that entered this place have never returned! That's a rhyme! That's a rhyme! We are 5/6 of the way through Ori and the Blind Forest, but they finally rhymed. And I'm proud of them. You're wanting to hear others' experiences when differences of opinions are strong. It's only naive in the sense that a lot of people will dismiss such inquisitiveness, curiousness, because it takes a lot of effort that other might not always agree being worth it. I agree with your analysis. I wouldn't call that naivete, though. Because I recognize that a lot of people won't want to participate in that discussion with me, and that's fine. That's their right. I just want to come to the table with everything that would be required of me if they did want to participate further. I didn't say who the character in Code Geass was. I feel that even hinting at it is too much of a spoiler. Sorry. He's gatekeeping. You know me. Oops. I think I might know. I mean, yeah, I guess even just having said what I said, that enough is a pretty good indication, if you've already seen the show, of who I'm talking about. Boing! Ow. 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 Ah! Ah! Ouch. Fuck you. Ow. This entire dungeon is pain. Fuck. I don't know why I made a soul link here. It's already a checkpoint. Ow. Ow. Boing! Ow. 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 Shoot me, shoot me, shoot me! Thank you. Woo! Okay, time to read chat. Some people will call it naivete because they will judge it to be a character flaw that you grow out of. That's true. And I choose to embrace the label because I refuse to surrender to let my worldview become that cynical and dismissive. That's the funny thing is, I'm actually very cynical and dismissive. Didn't always... I wasn't always like that, but then I took an arrow to the knee. I will always show up for people who want to have a respectful, open-minded discussion, but at the same time, I will never expect anybody to truly want that, even if they say they do. If they say they do, I'll give them the benefit of the doubt until proven otherwise, but even if somebody says, hey, I'd like to have a balanced discussion with you, I'm like, yeah, okay, we'll see. If any of you were to say it, I would believe you, because, like, you're not total strangers, and, I mean, the fact that you're here at all shows that we have a lot in common. Because I do not keep my opinions quiet on stream, do I? I'm gonna eat some peanuts now. Because I want to, and I'm a big boy. I agree that is more akin to a choice in philosophy and not actually being nice. Yeah. I did what? When will we meet this lucky gal? Wait, what? What did I say that implied I'm seeing somebody? I'm not. Oh fuck, oh fuck, oh fuck. Ah! Not yet, soon come. Not yet, soon come, says Flutta. Oh, you said you took an arrow to the knee. Got it! Got it. What do the cabbages at the bottom? That's funny. That's health, and energy is on the left. That's actually supposed to be the branches of a tree, as in the spirit tree. But, yeah, that is very much like the veins on a cabbage, isn't it? So every time I take damage, it is completely appropriate to say, "My cabbages!" Okay. Come on, shoot me! Shoot me, shoot me! These rockets are unstable. With my light, we might be able to use them to stop a lot of rain. Fun fact, a lot of people don't know this, but directors don't like it very much if you eat peanuts while voice acting. I don't know how to do a German accent, I'm sorry. Oh, I don't know how I forgot that was there. Fuck, 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 fuck. Okay, bye, world. My cabbages. It would have been very funny if I forgot again. But I would never do something so silly as make the same obvious mistake twice in a row on stream, which I've done before many times. Ouchie. They love green apples, though? What do? Germans? Can you do Liam O'Brien's C2? Caleb Widogast. I don't think so. The only C2 I know is in Code Geass, and she is not voiced by Liam O'Brien. Oh, yes, yes, they do love green apples. Although, you should not actively be eating a green apple when you voice act either. I'm imagining, like, Christina V recording for Homura. Just being, like, eating a green apple, just like, Madoka, no! You don't even know me. But I know you! Oh, Campaign 2. I'm not a Critical Role fan. I don't remember how to... Almost died. I don't remember how to do this. I remember how to cheese it, but I don't remember how to do it as intended. This is how you cheese it. I don't think that's how you're supposed to do it, but it's how I do it. Captain Barbossa does love his apples. The first Pirates of the Caribbean movie is actually really good. It's really quite very good, is the thing. Get wrecked. I recently saw a video essay on how that trilogy spoiled us for all of Hollywood that came after. The second and third movies had a lot of good stuff in them, but the first is the only one I consider to be a great movie. Okay, just making sure this is the end. Let's kill all of them. Kill every single one of the, fuck. I'm okay. Shoot me, shoot me, shoot me. Whoo! I'm the best. This is a big chonker. Boom. You know what's really good about peanuts? Is that I like them. Fuck. Oh wait, no, that's not bad. Oh, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you. No, go away, fuck you. I like this dungeon a lot. I think it's cool to sometimes have just like a series of disjointed obstacle courses off of a main hub instead of a long circuitous path. Nice change of pace. What do you mean Soul Link near enemies? What enemies? Oh, that enemy. I'm fine. Fine. That went really well. I'm fine. Fuck. I was doing so well. What I do like about this part of the game quite a bit is that, it's very unforgiving, which means that when I do finally get through this part, it's gonna look like I really know what I'm doing, and it's gonna look super cool, and I'm gonna feel really cool. Deserved? Who can say? You can. Whoop. Oh, god damn it! Oh, for some reason I thought that was sign, not a bullet. Wrong color though. Oh, okay. See, this is what I mean. When I do finally get it, it's gonna feel really cool, because it'll be like, aw, yeah, never stumbled once, because I wasn't permitted to. Oh. You know, I could have done that better. I could have done that better. Uh-oh. Okay, that was not the, stumble-free execution I was hoping for, but, it was close-ish. Please, 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 why? I did everything right. Okay, maybe that's an exaggeration. Oh, fuck. This is the one. I can feel it. Are you kidding me? What bullshit was that? I was absolutely robbed. They did that on purpose. They were like, you know what? We're gonna make this one spit faster than any other enemy of its kind in the entire game, just to fuck with them at the very end. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Yes! Okay, again. Yes. Fuck you. Yeah. Okay. Well, at least that's over. Just kidding, it's worse now. Wow, that was really cool. You knew what you were doing. Thank you so much, Shihan. That makes me very happy that you feel that way. Actually, no, this isn't so bad. I remember that being much harder than it was. Oh. This one might be my favorite. This one's really fun. Owie, owie, owie. Thank you. Whop! Oh, boom. Oh. It's simple, but it's fun. Oh no. Well. Can I like, oop. Can I blast through that? Yeah. Man, I need to stop pretending that I can make that jump. I need to stop thinking that I don't have to time this properly. Peanuts! Sorry, that was gross. Cool. Cool. Probably. That did nothing. I not do the one above that? I guess I didn't. Okay, let's do that then. It's a good thing their aim is bad because I was not dodging. Oh. I haven't seen the later levels of Ori until now. They get hot. They get real hot. Pretty intense? Yeah. What I like about the way Moon Studios developed the Ori games is that I really feel that they do a lot to explore the limits of the move set that they've created. So it doesn't just feel like, you know, a badly designed Metroidvania can feel like a series of locks and keys. But I think Moon Studios does a really good job of being like, okay, you're basically a god of the air at this point. Well, only if you know how to use the skills right. Good luck. Actually, I don't think launch is the... Maybe it was. I changed my mind. Nope. Actually, I'm not sure how that's supposed to go. Maybe I should set a checkpoint closer. Maybe that would be a good idea. There we go. There we go. Boom. Oh no. I remember this. It's very easy unless you make a mistake. Then it's very hard. Fortunately, it looks like I'm gonna get through it this time. Yep. Owie. Mean. Uncalled for. Oh, I was like, what is even damaging me? It's the fucking floor. Ah! Oh well. They can live another day, because I'm probably gonna die if I fight them. Nice! Platinuming Cyberpunk is a big deal, and I know you've been playing that for years. Well done. Oh no, I dropped a peanut. Still good. Wow. Oh. I don't deserve to be alive, but I'll take it. Hey, look, a thing. Okay, alright. Okay. Oh. I want the health. Give me the health. Probably not enough to make a difference, but I want it anyway. Owie. This the? Yeah, that's the one I just did. So this is the one that's next. Oh, calm down. People are so rude. Ow! Come on. There we are. Oh, fuck me. That's on me. That's my fault, for sure. Oh. Oh. That's also my fault. I understand that I'm implying that some of these aren't my fault. Interpret that how you will. You've played it since launch. Wow, low on cabbages. I have not played Cyberpunk at all yet, but I know I'm going to, because I've only heard good things. You know, post-launch. We're gonna put a save spot right there, just in case I fuck up again. Not that I do that on a regular basis or anything. Oh, okay. I'm down here now, apparently. It's really good. Nice. Come on. There we are. No, nope, not where I want you. Nope. Oh, fuck. This isn't gonna go well. God. I don't know why I think this is gonna start going well for me. Oh, because it did. Just as planned. Never had a doubt. Come on. Come on. Come on! Come on. There you go. Oh no. I thought it was gonna— whoa, what the fuck just happened? Make a safe spot here because this can be unpredictable. Alright, we're good. Didn't really choose to chase the achievements, with the exception of 2 or 3 of them. You got all the others by normal gameplay? That's intense. I do tend to prefer games that don't have many so-called missable achievements, meaning achievements where if you miss your opportunity, you have to start a new game. Oh, I killed it. I mean, I killed it. As expected of me. You guys ready for the end of the game? Didn't think we were gonna go through the whole thing, but here we are. You can only have so much of that and different life choices at the same time. Yes. The element of warmth is within our grasp. The elements restored, we could undo the effects of her wrath. Ah, I see, we're back to not rhyming. Sign is the only character I have ever seen in all of fiction that arbitrarily does or doesn't rhyme with no context clues as to what makes the difference. Oh, fuck me. Not a good start. I love this track, though. Whoa! Not good, not good, not good, not good, not good. Oh. Yeah, that's fair. I deserve that. Oh. Where am I? Here we are. The last time I played through this sequence, I did it on the first try, and I'm very impressed with past me because I don't know how I managed that. Oops. Oh, fuck. I'm sure something interesting is happening in chat, but I can't look right now without pausing. Past you was a gamer? True. Not this asshole. Close. Ori! I can't believe Ori's dead. She left them to burn. Thought she vanquished my light. Hi, Peristexis fan. Ori toi. I don't know what that means, but sure, yeah. Wait, is that a Huck toi reference? Is that what that is? Okay, fair enough. Ori toi is very funny, don't apologize. I'll be real, I don't even know what Huck toi means, other than, you know, spitting. But since people are saying it all the time now, I assume it has an evolved meaning in some way. Yay, that's the end of the game. It's over, everybody wins. Oh no! I did not see that coming. Second Ori death fake out in 10 seconds. Oh yeah, I forgot there's a little bit of gameplay left. I can't help but feel that Naru's moveset is a little more limited than Ori's. Just a little bit. Hearing Jonathan say Huck toi is so cursed. So, do you know that Nier Automata scene where the machine life forms evolve so fast they fight against each other? Hell yeah! Jonathan, surely you're aware of that. It is about spitting specifically for the purpose of lubrication of manual enjoyment of someone else than oneself. No, I did not know that. The evolution of Huck toi is kind of similar, where the meme evolved so much it means nothing. Excellent. Beautiful. I would recommend to everybody that you do not hock a loogie into your partner's genitals. Spit is one thing. Loogies, keep that inside. Lessons in meme culture. The fuck is a loogie? That's when you do the that's when the hawk part is like really guttural and in your throat and you're like getting a bunch of I can't believe I'm saying this during the final cutscene of Ori and the Blind Forest. It's when you're like getting a Baikuro, a lot of phlegm together and you're just trying to like get all of that gross shit out of your body. It is terrifyingly disgusting. And not many good people do it. Incredible things happening on Jonathan Bruce streams. Welcome! It's always like this. Is that just a US thing? Do people not hawk loogies in other countries? Man, I should emigrate. Is it possible to be an expatriate if you were never that patriotic? I feel like it's a misleading term. No? Okay. Unless you're a Patriots fan. Well, everything is great and beautiful forever. In fact, everything is so good that there will never be a sequel. Sequel's really good, by the way. We did it! I could not have done it without your guys' help. I really could not have. Okay, that's a lie. I have done it multiple times without your guys' help. Good old Thomas Mahler. Very good director and game designer. He also writes. You've been in this stream for 15 minutes, and I could not have done it without you. Thank you. Fun fact. The Spirit Tree is voiced by a voice actor named Eric Braw, and he has a very awesome booming voice, and he's very well cast. Sign, the little ball that follows you around and sometimes rhymes arbitrarily, is Airly Brighton, who, as you can see on screen right now, is actually the vocals in the soundtrack. And the other three character voices, Ori, Naru, and Gumo, are all Andrew Lackey, the audio director and sound designer, and I think that's very funny. Would you like me to post the clip of you explaining Hakalugi during Ori's ending cutscene? Not really, but I can't stop you. You were also debating clipping? Yeah, that sounds right. I remember in high school I had a friend who would just like hawk loogies on the pavement. And I was appropriately disgusted. And she was like, ew, that nasty thing, you want that to be in my body? And I'm like, that's where it was made. It won't kill you. Yeah, that is where I would prefer to have it. Does the sequel have better writing? No. Jonathan gets emotional at the end of Ori. No, the sequel does not have better writing. One does not simply hawk a loogie into Mordor. Actually, that would be kind of funny. Hawk a loogie into, Holy shit. Why can I not think of the volcano's name? Is it Mount Doom? Or is that a different IP? Death Mountain is Zelda. It's Mount Doom. Oh shit! I didn't realize both of Andrew Lackey's daughters were born during this production cycle. Damn. Phil Spencer? I didn't see. Where was he? How was he involved? You're welcome. I know it's funny to hear me say this, given that I spent like 20 minutes of this stream talking about how I think the writing of this game is really terrible. Ori and the Blind Forest is easily in my top 10 games of all time. This game is so much fun. I'm not sure it's so funny to share around that much. It might be a had to be there moment, yeah. Because of the story? Yes. You're right, yes. Ori and the Blind Forest is in my top 10 because of the story. I just, No, it's not the story. It's the art and the music and the gameplay, but most of all, the gameplay. You should do a top 10 games video? I don't think that's a good idea. Publishing a top 10 list implies either that my personal opinions are very interesting or that I am correct about this in some way. Neither of which are true. I'm sure my top 10 list might be interesting to some of you, but to the internet at large, no one cares. 99% of the world doesn't know I exist, and that's good. I like it that way. But the fact remains. I don't think a top 10 video would be warranted from me. Top 10 games video, but it's this stream right now. Okay, let's try. Garfield Kart is the greatest game ever made. If the gameplay is incredibly good, it can offset writing for me. Absolutely, I think this is a good example of that. And again, the opening sequence, I'm making a video about how emotional I feel that intro sequence is. I still don't think the writing is very good. But let's see, top 10 video games. I think my favorite game of all time, ooh, that changes over the years, as it should. I think the game that I have had the most fun consistently with is Satisfactory. I really like Satisfactory. If you don't know, Satisfactory, excuse me, it's actually by Coffee Stain Studios, which is the same company that made Goat Simulator, but Satisfactory is a very different game. Satisfactory is a survival automation builder. So you come to this alien planet with nothing but a hub to start from, and you've got to harvest iron and copper and various other resources to build machines that help you make machines that help you make machines that help you make machines. And it's just a lot of, I don't know, it's very meditative. It's the survival aspects give the gameplay enough variety that I don't get bored playing it. Right now, I have a file that's probably got like 90 hours put into it, and I am approaching the end game, I think. But it's been a long time since I actually, it's been a long time since I played it. Not like a long time, but like at least 4 or 5 months. Probably longer. Let's ask Steam. How long has it been since I played Satisfactory? Satisfactory. Oh, fuck. October. I have 238 hours in it, and I have finished the game 0 times. But I really, really, really like it. That playtime is across 3 playthroughs, but they are nowhere near the same length. Favorite game is probably Dragon's Dogma 2. I've heard really good things about that. Nier Replicant is the game that has affected me the most emotionally, and Nier Automata. Nier Automata and Celeste are the 2 games I played that I was like, this changed me. Everyone should play this right now. And I said in my Nier Automata hold on, let me switch over to just chatting. I've said in my Nier Automata streams that I really was primarily affected by Ending E. Ending E was incredibly emotional for me, and really profound. And I like the rest of the game, but it's kind of funny to say it, but the credits for Nier Automata were probably more impactful for me than the rest of the game combined. But I love the soundtrack of Nier Automata. Alien Manifestation very well may be my favorite piece of music ever written. Obviously, I really love the themes. I think the character designs are really cool. I know what that I know. Yes, my implication is there. Yes, I think 2B is very attractive. Um, but also I just think the character designs are really cool. Um, what else can I say? Water is wet. Um, okay, so I like Satisfactory. I like Near Automata. I like Near Replicant, but I don't know if it's top 10 for me. Celeste is in there. Um, let me cheat. Let me look at what my favorites are on Steam. Although favorites that aren't on Steam include Twilight Princess, the Metroid Prime trilogy. Um, there's a game I really love called Cocoon that I played on stream once. Um, that one is made by Jeppe Carlson, who directed Limbo and Inside. Code Vein might be on there. I've definitely got to have some Souls-like on there. It might be Code Vein. It might be Elden Ring. Code Vein 2's coming out. I love Final Fantasy 13. I have a very complicated relationship with Final Fantasy 13. I have an insanely complicated relationship with Final Fantasy 13. Code Vein's unexpected? Really? I like Code Vein a lot. Actually, the funny thing is, Code Vein has a really infamous level that's just this massive, massive cathedral. And it's... I don't know if it's the biggest area in the game, but if it's not, it's tied for the biggest area in the game. And it drives some people crazy because it's got so many twists and turns and dead ends and forks in the road. And when I started it, I said, I'm really enjoying this. And people were like, oh, you'll see. And I got through the whole thing and I was like, yeah, I really enjoyed all of that. I hope more of the game is like that, and none of the rest of the game was like that. I love me a gothic superstructure. Give me a gothic superstructure. Any time of the day, I want to explore that bad boy. Near church. I don't play enough games. You. What is enough games? Enough games is. I don't know. How many have I said? Code Vein, Twilight Princess, Metroid Prime Trilogy, I'm counting as one because I want to. Um, Satisfactory, Celeste, Near Automata, or more. Hmm. Hmm. Oh, Final Fantasy 13. I think Riven deserves a spot on there. I do love the Survivor Tomb Raider trilogy. Yeah, the first of those might be on there too. And then, maybe The Room Old Sins. The Room 4. Um, I've already been going for 3.5 hours almost, so I don't want to start anything new. But the Room series has nothing to do with Tommy Wiseau. Um, it's uh, it's basically a point and click adventure series with like really dark, eerie atmosphere. It's not by any means a horror game. It's not even really a scary game. It's just eerie. And I think the puzzles are brilliant and they're fun to solve even if you already know the solution because the animations are just so gorgeous. Um, I really like the Room series, and I think the Room 4 Old Sins is just Impeccable. Impeccable. Breath of the Wild is peak, not for me. I think Breath of the Wild is a really, 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 really good game. It just wasn't made for me, and that's fine. I am not made of the. Oh, you thought I? Oh, Tommy Wiseau. No, Tommy Wiseau has not made a video game. No, I hope. Nier Automata allowed me to recognize bad shit I had gone through myself. Breath of the Wild offered me a start to begin to heal from that. Damn. I won't trade those experiences for anything. Yeah. Um, I had a very profound experience with Celeste. That game made me cry a lot. I've said in a video that I don't think I don't think I've ever seen mental health portrayed so accurately and respectfully as it is in Celeste. Um, it's not glorified. It doesn't shy away from the hard truths about it. It doesn't placate the audience with non-solutions. I think the most important thing that Celeste does is it shows that we can feel like we're overcoming our mental illness, but actually be doing more damage to ourselves. Um, my favorite moment is when Madeline is like, I finally get it. You're a coping mechanism, and I don't need you anymore. And the coping mechanism is like, fuck do you mean you don't need me anymore? I'm still here. And that is when the game went from great to excellent for me. Because I think so much fiction would be totally comfortable being like, yeah, and she was like, she noticed that she doesn't, um, like, she doesn't need to hide anymore and she can just be free and just leave it at that. And it's like, well, that's great if you're just trying to get over trauma, but if you're mentally ill, it doesn't stop there. And I love the acknowledgement of that reality. Peak is pretty peak. I've heard that. I own it. My friend bought it for me, but I haven't tried it yet. Tommy Wiseau should make a game. Ugh. I have a complicated relationship with Overwatch, but it's probably in my top 3. Nice. I can't play multiplayer first-person games because I am not good at being aware of my surroundings in shooters. And in a single player shooter, that's fine because you can clear out enemies as you go and know that your 6 is covered. But in multiplayer games, I would say it's probably accurate that most of the times I've died in a multiplayer shooter, I haven't known that I was taking damage or where the person was. And I've told this story before, but I used to play League of Legends a lot with my friend, entirely because he wanted to. And there was one time where we were having a bad game, and he was saying like, "Man, it's one thing to lose, but I don't even know why we're losing, and it just feels bad." And I was like, "Yeah, that's how I always feel, even when we're winning. I don't know why. I feel like I do everything the same every game." And I feel like it either works or it doesn't, and I have no idea what differentiates the two. And he was like, "You always feel like this? You should stop playing." And I was like, "Oh, thank God you said that." Okay, and I uninstalled it that night. It was a little sad because it was really the only thing we did online together, but you know it's better than playing League of Legends just to make your friend happy? Not playing League of Legends. That's multiplayer shooters, yeah. What if they just repeat the same mistakes? Yeah, that's just life. Honestly, with games like League and Overwatch, it's easier to feel like that because of how much there is. I remember there was, I don't remember how it came up, but at some point I was talking to somebody at work and they asked me what League of Legends was, and I was like, it's honestly just this like really, really, really complicated multiplayer game. And she was like, okay, but it's a video game. How complicated could it be? And I was like actually stunned into silence, which is not a common thing for me to be. And eventually I just said, I don't know how to explain to you that art can have things in it. She was like, well, at least you tried. And I don't know if she was being sarcastic or not, but I never talked to her again, and I feel that my life is better for that. I need to immerse myself in Nier Automata again. It's been nearly 5 years since I beat it. Nice. Yeah, I wish you joy in your voyage if you do choose to go back in. All right, I absolutely love spending time with you guys, but it has been 3.5 hours, and I rarely stream longer than that, if even this long. So I'm gonna take off, but let me catch up on chat first. No idea about it was also how I felt the first few times I tried to engage the two most difficult bosses in Monster Hunter World. That sounds right. I feel like in Monster Hunter World and just any difficult video game, you almost should feel like you have no idea what you're doing wrong against the against really hard bosses the first couple times. By attempt 3, hopefully you're starting to learn a little bit. But I think it's fine if at the very beginning of an encounter you're like, I don't know how to handle this. It's more frustrating in multiplayer games where um, all content is repeated except for player interactions, and so you're expected to know everything about everything. And that is very difficult when it comes to MOBAs. Even in Overwatch, it's difficult, but MOBAs just have such big casts. Thankfully, I did get an idea after a few more attempts, and then it took me in real life 3.5 and 4 years to actually get good enough to beat them. I love playing Replicant and Automata. They're good. Thanks for coming, Chris. Thanks for coming, Flooded. Thanks for coming in, Revenant. Thanks for coming, Oscar. Thanks for coming, Paris to Exif, Paris Texas fan. And who else is here? Thank you, Demonic. Thank you, Sheehan. Thank you. I'm running out of people to thank. I'm glad you're all here. It's always good to joining your streams and talking with you in chat. I'm glad you enjoy it. I enjoy engaging with you guys, and I'm always happy to be here. So until next time, be kind to yourselves and be kind to each other, and I will see you later. Goodbye.